Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Marketing Botics podcast. Now, in this episode, it's so exciting. I'm going to teach you, I'm going to tell you how I made £100,000 in just 30 days. That's it. I went from 0 to 100,000 in just 30 days. And in this episode, I'm going to teach you how to do the same. Okay, so, right, how do I do it? Well, first of all, I got to tell you that I've been running an agency now for 20 years, and I've always been trying to find that magic bullet, the system that worked. And then, unbelievably, a few months ago, I found it. And I'm going to teach you to do the same, no Facebook ads, no organic posting, no posting social media, no Facebook ads, no Google ads, no blogging, no website, no lead magnets, no this, that's all for losers. And it really is. And I made £100,000 in just 30 days. Now, normally I teach this course for about £3,000, and I'm just going to give it away to you for a tenner. Let's set the price at a tenner. So now, in order for me to give that away at tenner and earn the same amount I was earning at £100,000, let's open my calculator. I need to earn 100,000 divided by 10. The math's pretty obvious, by the way. 10,000 people. So I need 10,000 people to sign up to this course now in order for me to make the same amount that I earned in 30 days. And I need to use Facebook ads as well in order to do that, which I'm doing now. And then organic posting to do that in order to get it. But then how on earth did I make it in 30 days using no posting, no organics, no, what's it? Can you understand where I'm coming from here? It's utter bullshit. And so many of these things are. I see them all the time, being a digital marketeer, and I get spammed with this crap every single day. Try not to swear on an open podcast, otherwise I'm going to have to tick that YouTube box that says expletives. And I really don't want to do that. I'm seeing with my podcast, so let's avoid swearing. But what a load of rubbish. Seriously. It's unbelievable. These, and look, I've done them. I've really done them over the 20 years running a business. I've done them and I've tried them. I remember, I put this in a previous podcast as well, previous blog. I remember back before the internet even really took off, the letter situation, I bought a data list, and then I sent a letter to, a photocopied letter to all these people on the data list that said, with my name at the top of these list of 5, and said, you give everyone a £1 coin, you give all these 5 people a £1 coin, then you take off the bottom one, you put your name at the top, and then you send this out to everyone on a data list that you brought, and then so I'll make £1 from everyone to the 5,000 people that I've sent it to. And then when they send it out to 5,000, I'll be at number 2, which means I'll make 25,000 because it's 5,000 or 5,000. And then when I get number 3, I'll be a millionaire in no time. Well, the logic was sound, but it never worked. I never got a single £1. And all I got was to put my parents' address on the internet. Well, on these letters anyway. I'm pretty sure I actually used a P.O. box. Maybe that's why it didn't work. I was too worried about me using my parents' address. No, I'm pretty sure I used my parents' address. Anyway, didn't work. Never worked. And these type of things don't. And if you've got someone claiming that they... and by the way, there is an approach to being a coach once you've made money and you've got a system. Why not sell that, and help other people? It really is. So, if someone's claiming that they can... their system earns you a certain amount of money and you can do this within what's name, and then great, I understand that, but you just can't earn £100,000 in 30 days without having some kind of already established setup. So these people who are telling you that they can, and the reason I use 100,000 is because it's one that I saw today actually. Their system for e-commerce. E-commerce seems to be the biggest one at the moment. If you've got an e-com business, I can teach you how to drive £100,000 worth of sales. And that seems to be the biggest one at the moment. But what I mean by a system setup is, an established setup is that you've got a big data list. You've got Facebook ads that already work. You've got an expanding LinkedIn profile. You know, you've got the data already there that allows you to target these people, or you've got the money to buy that data and the money to pay for those Facebook ads. Because without that, you're starting from scratch. And like, in order to make £100,000, you what did they say? Like, from every person in your list, you know, you'll make £1 from. So that doesn't mean you'll make £1 from everyone. It means like you'll make like £100 from one person out of 100 type thing. So they say, you know, every person in your list is worth £1. So if you're going to make £100,000 in just 30 days, you need 100,000 people in your data list in order in which to speak to convert. And they've got to be very, very relevant to the thing that you are targeting. You know, so all mine have to be interested in digital media and digital marketing. You know, if you're selling inflatable toys, then they've all got to be interested in inflatable toys. Otherwise, your list isn't relevant to your industry, to your sector, to your product, which means that you're back to square one again. You know, I've tried them. I've grabbed these email lists, you know, £27 to buy a course that teaches you how to get emails like on demand. And suddenly you can go to 20,000 emails within a week. The only thing that makes marketing work is hard work and patience. All right, that's two things. It takes time. It really does. And that's the biggest struggle of running an agency at the moment for agency owners out there. And this is why the shift is happening. And in my opinion, marketing agencies have to adapt, because unfortunately this has gone too far now and we're not able to pull it back. You know, all these online gurus who claim that you can earn £100,000 in 30 days, you know, there's no more are saying to people like, no, you can't. It takes time, things like that. What I'm doing in this video, because you'll get a handful of people that appreciate that and realize that and willing to invest. But the rest, even when you tell them that and they're accepting of it, within a month, they're like, why have I got no sales? Why have I only had this amount of leads? You know, I expected more. Really? You expected more for your £10 a day on Facebook ads, and you paying me, I don't know, £600, £1,000 a month? You know, you will get more on month 3, 4, 5, like I said you would, but you won't get it on month 1. And, you know, we've gone past the point where we can explain that now, because the second we explain it, and I'm sure there's people watching this that will be like, no, my product does that. My product will guarantee you sales within 30 days. In fact, if I don't get you sales, we'll give you the money back. And it's like, what are those sales? Like, if you're promising me sales or my money back, sorry, leads. It's the leads one, not sales. If you're promising me a certain amount of leads or my money back, what are those leads? Because I guarantee that those leads in the first several months are going to be absolutely wasteful. In fact, probably longer than that, because you're spending so much time trying to find me leads in month 1 and not building up my brand and my reputation and my exposure. You know, instead you're just trying to get me leads, and because you're trying to get me leads, you're getting me wishy-washy bad leads that don't actually convert. You're spending so much time on that, you're not establishing my brand the way it should be. So it's hard. Look, there's gurus out there like that I follow that say, look, you can make £3,000 in 30 days, and that from zero, and that's plausible. You really can make £3,000 in 30 days. It takes time. Don't get me wrong, it takes time. You've got to spend a lot of time building up your assets, building up your online exposure, things like that. So like, in order to get £3,000 in 30 days, you've got to like be posting every day. You've got to be messaging every day, speaking to people every day. You know, you've really got to like work really hard at it. And if you haven't got that time, then that £3,000 will take 60 days if you can only spend half the time. So if you can only spend like, 10 hours a week, then you need to expect that in about 60 days. So your time and money is relevant to the speed in which you get something back. But the one thing that you shouldn't do is be forceful. It shouldn't, like, it takes time. I think that's the main thing I just gotta say. It takes time. And again, people out there who claim it doesn't, they're not even, calling them wrong isn't applicable. They're lying. I had a message from like a big sales company, and one of their advisors messaged me and said, hey Chris, we've been helping businesses like you boost their revenue by this amount. You know, and then it said, so can I ask, do you have a sales team? If you don't know if I've got a sales team, you have no idea what my business is to know if other businesses have been doing the same. So don't start saying like businesses like mine when you have no idea about my setup. And this is the issue. People are promising online at the moment, you know, £100,000 in 30 days when they have no idea who you are at all. You know, it's just you clicking on that and downloading something for a tenner. And as I said, consider that. If they're offering you something for £10 that they say they've made millions from, then they need an X amount of signees, and they are using Facebook ads. And again, the one I saw this morning said that you never have to post a day in your life. Wrong, lying. And it's all about Facebook ads. And again, Facebook ads take time. It used to be quite simple and, you know, used to gain a lot of traction from it. But now you've got to have multiple Facebook ads that lead on from other Facebook ads that retarget people based on the certain behaviors that they took on your previous ad, you know, because it's all about building trust and authority. So if you haven't already done that, there's no way that you're going to be able to do it in 30 days because you haven't got enough time to build the trust and authority, particularly if your product's expensive. You know, it's the reason why they're selling these for £10. You know, and also if you're going to click on this thing for £10, you know, this course for £10, consider how many times have you seen that ad before actually deciding on it. I bet it's not the first time. I bet you never clicked on it the first time and went, I'm going to buy that now. You know, that person had to be in your timeline multiple times before you actually bought it. And again, this is all about establishing brand identity, you know, trust and exposure. It's what they're doing to you, but telling you you don't have to do yourself. Paradox. It's amazing. So no, I have not made £100,000 in 30 days. I am not at that level where I can earn £100,000 in 30 days. Like those of you who are about to work with me thinking I'm some kind of multi-millionaire, run a big multi-millionaire business that, you know, people come on board and can suddenly be multi-millionaires within 30 days. Wrong. None of those are right. Because I am not a multi-millionaire based on what's in my bank. I cannot generate multi-million pounds worth of business for other people within 30 days, like without knowing more about them. Hey, if your product, if you sell houses and you need to shift 4 houses a month to make £1 million, brilliant. You know, and you've already got an established database and, you know, exposure, brilliant. We can probably make that happen. You know, but if you're selling a service for £9.99 or even £100 a month, then that's just not going to happen. You know, and it's nice to be truthful. Am I going to lose business because of this? Probably, but it's not business I would have wanted to take it on anyway if someone's going to believe that I can transform their world within 30 days, because that is just too much pressure. And in order to make that work, you know, you're going to have to put a fortune into ads. And, you know, and also you'll be complaining after month one when it hasn't happened. And I've got no answers for you apart from saying it takes time. Marketing takes time. As I said, like I created this brand. I closed down my agency, sorry. And I started this branding consultancy and with my CRM probably about 6 weeks ago now. I've been driving it hard. I've been posting lots, things like that. And my exposure's taken a slight dip, and so has my confidence and my Nokia. And I'm like, not many people liking it anymore. Oh, people are getting a bit bored. What does that mean? Oh God, you know. So I'm not posting everything, and plus I'm getting a bit busy now because I am taking on more work, and I can't do every day. Oh my God, and so my confidence is taking a bit of a knock. But you know, that's normal. It's normal with how we market. You know. But I know I've got to keep going. Posting this video, I know people are going to be criticizing it. Well, you're just a failure at marketing, are you? If you can't earn people £100,000 in 30 days, you know, you shouldn't be running a marketing business or out there or anything like that. You know, I can do it. I guarantee I can do it. Bullshit. No, you can't. But thanks for commenting on my video at least. Bit of exposure never does me the harm of good. Harm of good? Good of harm? One other way. So there's a confidence issue even making this video, but every now and again a bit of a rant's good, isn't it? It's good to have a rant. It's nice to have a rant because that's what it means, you know, because people need to know that marketing takes time. But on the flip side of that, you should always be seeing a progressive incline in what's happening. If you are not seeing an incline in your marketing, and then your marketing company is probably doing nothing for you. And they've convinced you that it takes time, knowing that they can fleece money off you for a certain amount of time before you realize that nothing's actually working. So you need to make sure that things are actually working the way that you want them. And it's important to know that. So, if you've got someone doing Facebook ads, it's once they've done that Facebook ad, it's like, okay, how many hits do they get? Brilliant. What's the retargeting method now? What's our next step? If they're posting on social media for you, great. How many likes am I getting? And expect a dip. You're going to go from like everyone seeing you, like, and then getting a few hits, like if you've got a bit of an established platform where you haven't posted in a while, and then it's going to dip down, and then it's going to come back up. So don't worry if it dips, but it's like you need to know what's happening and how they're going to move forwards. Same with social media, your SEO. It takes ages to see an incline. It can take years sometimes in some cases to see an incline, but you need to know that things are actually happening, and check out your Google My Business, your Google Analytics for that to happen, because Google Analytics can sometimes give you a better indication of things moving in the right direction than looking at your website in SEMrush or Ubersuggest or something like that. Even though those platforms are good, but sometimes they require you to be a bit more established before that happens. So yeah, how I made £100,000 in 30 days, and how I'm going to teach you to do exactly the same thing and lose money while I'm doing it. Consider that. Think about it before you next go and pay $29.99 for a course. Don't get me wrong, I have them. I'm not going to lie. I have them. I have courses in which I charge people for, but my courses are honest, and that's probably what everyone says. Isn't it? That's pretty what everyone says. I've just pretty copied the ultimate phrase for everyone. Yeah, no, they're all lying, and mine's the same. I've just ended this video with a complete hypocritical statement. Is it hypocritical? Not hypocritical. I don't know. Complete. Statement. Anyway, consider what you're buying first is the main thing. What are they promising you? If they're promising you that following their course can get you to $3,000, and that's possible, take it. If they're promising you that they'll teach you how you can market and grow your business over 6-12 months, brilliant, take it. That makes sense. But they're the type of things that I do. But if they're telling you that you can get $100,000 in 30 days or $60,000 in 30 days, or you can make £1 million business within 6 months, it's time to consider if that's right, if they're being honest. Because if they are, why are they making a course which is going to lose them money? Unless they've set themselves up as a course provider, which some people have, where they spend time teaching you. And I'm part of a few of those. I pay one provider, one guru I'm in, should we say guru, one professional I'm in, I pay £8 a month, I think it is, or £6 a month in order to be part of, and I just get those drip feed of information, and that works well. It's not massive. They're not telling me that I'm going to be a multimillionaire. It takes time, it takes effort, but here's a few strategies. So those things work, and just realize that things take time, and you can't rush marketing. You can't rush the process of building your business. Trust me, I've done it. I've tried it. I've been broke trying to do it. I spent a lot of money with these people, courses after courses after courses. And the issue is, it's always the issue, is that they don't tell you the one thing that you need in order to make what they say work. And that is a proven success record, data, people to speak to, a big list to send emails out to or network with. That's what you need. That's what they don't tell you. So, once you've got that, then great. These things kind of start to work, but until you're up there, which can take years to get there, they won't. Anyway, thank you so much again for watching another episode of Marketing Botics. If you are watching on YouTube, then make sure you like the button, somewhere there. Yeah, it's back to front here. Make sure you like my page. Same with podcasts. If you're listening on Spotify, Amazon Music, or Apple Podcasts, please like my page. It really helps. And again, I'm going to turn this into a blog, so it'll be up there for later. So thank you so much. Please do like it. Hopefully I give you important and relevant information. I don't do too many rants, but I feel today was a good enough one. Take care, everyone.